are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I think it was like 2 days into coronavirus, and one of my mates sends me a message. He's like, buy this share, man. Put a couple of grand into it. It's a thing called Afterpay. And with this coronavirus thing taking off, everyone's going to start buying shit off the internet, and they're going to pay through this Afterpay thing. The stock is going to fucking explode. And I'm like, ha ha ha, fuck you. I'm like, are you the dumbest cunt in the entire fucking world? You're going to be eating out of a fucking can soon. You're going to be warming yourself off the candle your mum saved from your 21st birthday cake. Fuckhead. Buy shares. I'm buying rice and that's it. And if you think you're coming over for any rice, you've got another thing coming. Now you can take your hopes and dreams and fuck off. That's what I like to do. I like to go hard. I like to go hard on people. Just so there's no backing out of anything I say. Just so I have to go full apology, tail between my legs. I'm like, you can take your little fucking share portfolio and your little fucking dreams of a house by the bay, and you can fuck off. So those shares have fucking skyrocketed. They have gone through the roof. He told me to buy them at like $6 or $7. They're now $29. That's 3 weeks. That's what happens sometimes when you go hard. You get burnt hard too. Same thing happened to me with Bitcoin. I'm like, Bitcoin, fuck it. Get the fuck out of my house, you fucking idiot. What? Cryptocurrency? What does that even mean? You've got to crack a code to get some money. What is this fucking Wheel of Fortune currency? Get the fuck out of my house. And I think I'll just use it to buy some acid from the Netherlands. You fucking idiot. That also didn't work out too well for me. Then when Bitcoin exploded, I remembered I had a few left over from the drug buying days and could not find the fucking account for the life of me. And I searched. Don't worry about that. I fucking searched. So sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. People remember when I'm wrong, but they never remember when I'm right. They always forget when I'm fucking right. People just don't care if you're right. They're like, I'm trying to save my house. I don't care if you were right or not. I'm like, can you just acknowledge that I was right for a second as you begin living in your car? So it's not enough to be right now. I don't care about being right. Fuck being right. I just want to make some money off it now. I just want to make some money off my predictions now. If I'm going to be like an Australian bogan Nostradamus, then I want some fucking cash. I could be a millionaire right now if I did what had been in my head for about a year. You're not even going to believe this. But about a year ago, I was at the airport going somewhere, I forget where, and I saw this Asian chick. She was fucking smoking hot, dressed beautifully, like high heel shoes, mini skirt, beautiful top. And then she was wearing a face mask, this dirty blue fucking face mask. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, what the fuck is the point of getting dressed up so fucking nice and then whacking a dirty surgeon's mask on? Then I thought to myself, I tell you what would be a good little market? Designer face masks for Asians. I'm like, there's heaps of Asians and they wear face masks. And I was thinking, I'm like, with pollution and that, it's not like they're going to wear less face masks. They're going to wear more. I'm like, if I slap a Hello Kitty or a fucking Pokemon or a couple of jewels on a fucking black face mask, Japanese chicks are going to fucking dig it and buy it. And the idea of doing that had been floating around in my head for about 6 months. And then I was like, maybe I'll tell my mate this. Funnily enough, it was the same fucking dude that told me about the Afterpay thing. But he has connections in Indonesia and he would have been able to get the production up and happening. And then before I told him, I was like, actually, I just can't be bothered having another 2-day conversation with this cunt about some harebrained fucking scheme that's never going to get off the ground. I can't be fucked. I would rather lose money and give it to someone else than have a conversation about some business me and him are never opening again. So I'm like, fuck it. Fuck that idea. I don't give a shit now. Then day one of coronavirus, when the masks were running out, I was like, oh, well, when you go big, you're going to get burnt big sometimes. And I didn't even bother telling anyone. Because what's the point? What is the point of telling anyone that? Hey, for about a year, I had the idea of starting a designer face mask company. I was just going to slap some Hello Kitties on face masks and sell it to dumb Japanese girls. People will be like, wow, how convenient. It kind of hurts. It kind of hurts. I have to admit. But I also have to admit that even in my wildest dreams, me and this cunt would not have been able to get a thing as simple as a face mask company off the ground. There's no way. They will have found the fucking vaccine before we would have been able to get that off the ground. So it doesn't hurt that much. You've got to be realistic. But my new money maker now is you've got to buy some Chinese yuan. Load up on the yuan. Because the US dollar is not going to be the reserve currency for the world for much longer. And there's really only one currency that's going to hold any value. And that's the yuan. And the Chinese have been keeping their currency artificially low for years now, according to a tweet from Donald Trump. That's where I'm getting my information, tweets from Trump. That's what you want to risk your family's future on. Advice from an Alco podcast off a tweet from Trump. That's how I made my millions. All right, that's it from me tonight. Add me on social media, subscribe to the podcast, do all the shit, tell your friends about it. I'll see you the fuck later.